I am recording.
Me too.
Let me just lean in to get the proper distance. Yes. And let's get a countdown going in 5,
4,
3, 2,
1,
0. Hello, Otafest podcast listeners. I'm Angelo, and with me today are Dio and Nancy.
Hi.
Jay is busy scurrying around like rats, making sure that every single part of Otafest will be perfect for you.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect.
It is the dawn of
Indeed.
the final week.
It is the last 2 days. You have today, you have tomorrow, and then Friday is Otafest.
Dawn of the final day. 48 hours remain until Otafest.
As Dio says, feeling a little bit dark in the eyes,
Just
feeling a little bit.
I'm just
just
a
a
little.
little.
We're just doing a little bit of cosplay sweatshop, last
Oh,
minute,
yeah.
as per usual.
And
Oh,
we'll-
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Now,
Just a
before we
smidgen.
get too far ahead of ourselves, we have this word from our sponsor.
The Downtown Calgary Association is proud to sponsor Otafest and its amazing volunteers for the 2nd year. This is your downtown to live, work, learn, shop, and play. We look forward to seeing you for a jam-packed weekend celebrating all things quirky, kind, and community.
Weekend passes are all sold out. If you don't have a pass yet, and if you want to go to Otafest, plan for Friday or plan for Sunday. And don't delay. Pause the podcast. Go get your ticket right now. The Friday and Sunday might be sold out by the time we edit this and upload it. Go get your
Woof.
pass.
Yeah. Does anyone know when the online pass or online sales cease?
They cease when they are sold out.
Yes.
Or when the day passes.
On the 10th or when they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever happens first.
Okay. Well, this is your very red line warning to go get your passes.
Yeah.
Alert! This is not a drill. Otafest is upon us. Get your Friday or Sunday pass before it is gone.
Whoa.
Indeed.
It is so soon. It is so ridiculously soon. I know every single year we joke about cosplayers, you have so many days left to get your cosplay done. Dio is cosplayers.
It happened to me again!
Dio is cosplayers.
I'm not surprised.
Every year, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this next year. I'm not gonna end up in the sweatshop grinding my life away for a cosplay. Last minute. Here I am again! Here I am again!
Now, to be fair, Dio has been studying and researching and determining how to put this cosplay together since at least October.
Yeah, I think I started
Yep.
around the time that we got back from our Japan trip.
I remember the week that we got back from Japan. You sent me that document about how traditional Japanese geisha work,
Yeah.
and we were trying to interpret it from there.
Yep.
Now, to be fair, the document was in English. It's not like we had to learn an entirely new language to interpret it. It's just that
The instructions were confusing.
the instructions were very confusing because the person who created the instructions wasn't a sewing person.
Yeah.
They weren't a
This-
cosplayer.
This was someone who was a monk.
They were a Buddhist monk.
This was a monk. A monk made these
Okay.
instructions
Okay.
for other monks. And I'm not a monk, so I didn't understand.
I wonder if this is a case of there being like very assumed knowledge not being captured in the document
Yes.
because they just assumed all their fellow monks would already know
how
those
to
parts.
do these things. Yep, 100%. So
Okay.
I ended up doing a lot of research for this cosplay.
And then
And I
we
did
threw
learn
it
a
all
lot.
out.
I did learn a lot, and then we just threw it all out, and we're like, you know what? We have the gist of it. Let's just make a cosplay. We have the gist of it. Let's just make sure it looks nice. and it functions. And I instead of spending like 4 months of research, I should have spent 4 months sewing. That's what I should have done.
Was it 4 months worth of sewing, you think?
No. I would have long since been done if I had just started.
This particular garment that we were researching, it's called a Gojo Geisa.
Yeah.
And it is a large, somewhat ornate rectangle that Buddhist monks wear around their body.
It's a ceremonial garment that you put on top of your monk's robes.
And the traditional way is done with a lot of folding and such different things. And there's specific formulas that you use to like size out the squares. And the rectangles and
I
such.
remember that.
And quite frankly, when we did the math their way, because it intended almost half of the material to get lost just due to folding, the unit that we were going to end up making,
it was too big.
It was going to be like 8 feet long.
It was going to be huge.
It was almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah, it was massive.
And we were like, we don't understand what's going on here. So we did what we should have done at the beginning. We should have done maybe 1 or 2 weeks of research to understand, to give respect to the traditional garment, and then say, this is cosplay. Even in the manga, this garment isn't consistent between frames.
It isn't. It literally isn't. It's different sizes.
Let's cut rectangles and sew them together.
And call
Folding
it a day.
be damned.
And so that's what I did. I ended up just cutting rectangles, and it's really nice. It looks really nice. It's really pretty. I have a video from a Japanese monk on how to tie the ties, so it's even tied nicely. But it's just like, I should have just made the cosplay and stopped overthinking it.
I recognize this as an exemplary example of your scientists didn't stop to ask why.
Yep. It was like, why do we need to do this? Why don't we just make the thing and experiment?
We were so busy asking if we could that we didn't ask if we should.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So I spent pretty much the entire past week making that. And now I have to make the rest of the cosplay, which thankfully isn't too much. I have to make the robe top, which is mostly done, and it's a bunch of very simple seams. The one nice thing about kimono style garments is they're very easy. It's like 2 rectangles, 1 for each sleeve, and then 2 more rectangles for the sides, like the front and the back. And then that's it. And then a big long rectangle for your collar. It's very straightforward. So I'm like, at least this part will be quick and easy. I have a pair of pants that we're going to make that are pretty straightforward. So that's also going to, we'll probably be able to get that done or mostly done today. And then there's my wig. Because I decided, I did the thing I always do where it's like, I want to try and learn to do something new. And the one thing that I am never very confident about is wigs. Wig styling is not a thing I've ever been confident in. I was like, well, and of course, I say this and I continually pick characters where they don't sort of just have the very standard hair down anime bangs. Because if it's just that, I can do that no problem. Instead, I pick the characters with, ponytails and wacky hairlines. And it's like, I don't know how to do this. So I'm going to make a glued hairline.
Oh,
and
golly.
So far it's going good. But, oh my God, I'm sitting down and gluing hair together. Why did I think this was a good idea? Why didn't I was like, I'm going to save money. I don't want to buy a lace front that might not fit my head because I have a big head and you never know if it's going to be sized for someone with a big head or a small head or an average head, and then the hairline might not sit right. So I was like, I'm going to make my own. I should have just spent the money and bought a lace front. It would have been worth it for the time. But it is cool because now it's I'm like, I've got a wig that's mostly done. I'm only putting the finishing touches on it, which is nice. But I'm like, I'm learning how to glue wig fibers together, and I've bought new kinds of glue. I bought this German glue. It's called Uhu glue. When I was looking on TikTok, all of the TikTok cosplayers recommended this for their wig styling.
Funny story about this glue. Dio didn't have this glue to begin with.
I didn't. I wanted it.
And looking online, it was ludicrously
It
expensive
was like
to buy
$15
online.
for one tube.
Why?
And
Because
then
you had to import it from Germany.
last weekend, we were at Michael's, right?
Mhm.
And I can't remember why.
As cosplayers do.
You're looking for model magic.
Right. And Dio was looking for like a single stick of glue.
Yep.
I didn't realize that Dio already picked out like a stick of Elmer's glue or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just kept looking for glue. And the only single stick package of glue that I found was the Uhu brand. And I was like, oh, Dio, here's the glue for you. Here's the one stick of glue that you needed instead of the 12-pack of that other brand. I hope it's okay. And Dio's eyes just lit up like I found the holy grail.
Huh?
And Dio's just like, oh, you, what? Michaels carries this?
I was like, where did you find this?
Michael's
Show me
carries
where on the
this?
shelf you
Where
found
is it?
this.
And not only that, it was half the price at Michael's
Yeah.
as it was online.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Michael's is
Amazon
expensive
be that
usually.
way.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I recently found a similar problem where I thought buying a fish spatula on Amazon would be cheaper, but it absolutely isn't. Go to Canadian Tire.
Yeah,
Like, what?
it's weird. Sometimes some stuff you have to go to the store to find it. And Uhu glue is one of those things because all the reviews on Amazon were like, I wish I could get this without having to import it. I wish I could find a place
Aw.
to find it in Canada. I
So
have
it's-
the answer. It's Michael's.
It's Michael's. So it's really interesting. I haven't seen Uhu brand glue in so long, but that was 100% the only glue we used as kids. We didn't have Elmer's glue as kids.
Really?
Really?
Nope.
I've
It was
never
Uhu.
heard of Uhu before.
I've never seen Uhu before
The
cosplay.
entire Calgary Board of Education used Uhu glue sticks the
Huh.
entire time I was in public school.
I did not know that. And you know what? I didn't go to public school, so this is why I didn't know.
I
Weird,
went to
right?
school in Ontario.
Yup.
I haven't seen that branding in so long, but man, now that you've shown me, I'm like,
Nostalgia?
ooh, that brings back weird memories.
Yeah.
What's kind of
Okay.
silly to me, because it's like a yellow tube with black text, I expect it to
Yep.
say no name.
Yeah, it
Oh my
definitely,
God,
it
I knew
definitely
you were
looks like
gonna
it
say
should be
that.
no name, but it's not.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yup.
Hilarious.
So I'm planning to make Angelo my little cosplay factory worker.
Yay.
We're gonna be gluing more wefts so I can finish styling my
Mhm.
wig. I'm gonna sew an entire
Mhm.
pair of pants. I have to finish my top. I have to finish my under kimono. My jubon just needs the collar to be attached, and then it's
Mhm.
done. And I have to make a pair of earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have enough time, which I probably won't, I need to go to the dollar store and get some flip-flops to make some Zori sandals.
Notice that you said sweatshop worker, not sweatshop employee.
Yeah, I said my little factory worker. Like,
yeah.
he's not getting paid any money. He's getting paid in I will still like you after the weekend because you helped me.
We will all still like each other after the weekend, but
Yep.
But one
we
of
also
us is...
pay each other in food and love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, cosplayers of the world, cosplayers who are now in their 48 hours before Otafest,
Mhm.
I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
did the thing that I said I wasn't gonna do, and I ended up every time. It's like the astronaut meme. It's late finishing your cosplay. Always have been.
It
I
always
mean,
has
I-
been.
Strongly believe Thursday night, before we go pick up one of our friends who's flying in for Otafest from the
Yay.
airport, Dio's
Yay.
going to be working on cosplay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after we pick up friend from the airport, we're going to be chilling in the living room, talking with friend, while Dio's working on cosplay.
Yep.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
If,
That has
Quite
very
frankly,
strong, that has very
when
strong,
Dio-
entertaining friends while trying to make dinner vibes.
Yes. 100%.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Quite frankly, as long as Dio doesn't have to sew themselves into the cosplay when they wear it, I consider that a win.
And we won't have to do that. We will not have to sew me in. I hate doing that. I refuse to do that. I plan to wear the outfit 2 days of the weekend, so I'm not doing that.
I remember, this was eons ago, back when Otafest was still at the university. One of my friends, when I met them, they were cosplaying as Asuka from Evangelion in the full plug suit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, geez.
They sewed themselves into the plug suit that day.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I remember this too very fondly.
Yep.
I remember the struggle of, do I go to the bathroom now or do I just not eat or drink for a while?
Yep, because it's like you can't. Once you get out, you're not going to be able to get back in very easily.
Ugh,
Ooh.
that's rough.
I will not
I
be
could
doing
never.
that.
I could never.
Yep, I will. I
Not
will
with
be
that
done.
cleverly placed Velcro.
Yep, I will be done on time. Thankfully, the hard parts of my cosplay are now done, which is nice. It's mostly the easy parts. I was gonna make tabby socks, and then the pattern ended up being too small, and I was like, you know what? This is a cosplay. I will just use the white tabby socks that I have. Like they're the stretchy, like not cotton kind, but that's okay. No one's gonna know any different.
Nobody one's
will
going to be
know. It's
looking at your
cosplay.
feet. And if they are, you can give them a stern talking to.
You hear that,
Or-
everyone? My spouse says, don't look at my feet. Don't look at those. Don't look at the dogs at the convention. Look at the rest of the cosplay.
Oh golly.
So it's gonna be a fun prep week, right up until Oda Fiesta, which is
The 11th hour.
it is the 11th hour. But cosplayers, I'm here with you. I have ended up in the same pit as you did. I'm in the same bucket, and we're all gonna scuttle out like little crabs. We're gonna make it out.
I
somehow.
imagine Austin is in his little cave somewhere, a little bit woozy from the glue fumes,
Yes.
sewing
Nah.
together or gluing together EVA foam for
That's
whatever
exactly
cosplay,
what he's doing.
listening to this right now and hearing Dio's words of encouragement.
Yes. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the me who believes in you. You will get your cosplays done.
Yes.
I wish Seth was here to give us some older sister words of encouragement, but
Yep.
mm-mm.
She's also busy.
She's very busy right now.
Indeed.
Uh,
Yeah. So it's Otafest is coming up. We're gonna get to go have fun. We're all abandoning our moms.
Yes.
yup.
It's
Sorry,
Mother's
Mom.
Day.
Yeah,
Go
it's
to
also
Otafest.
Mother's Day. And we're gonna have some cool there's some cool pins available in limited quantity, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That there's some Otafest Mother's
I
Day
believe
themed
they
pins.
say, my spawn abandoned me for Otafest.
Yep. So you can
It's a pin to give to your mother.
exactly, and you can give it to your mom as a consolation prize.
I thought it said my spawn chose Otafest over me,
That's
but
what
sentiment's
it is.
the same.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes, that's what it is. Abandoned is a
Sentiment's
little
the
bit of a
same, though.
strong word.
Abandon's a little strong.
After all.
But my favorite thing about that pin is Seth's very perfect derpy expression.
Yes.
It's like
Oh,
she's
yeah.
angry and derped out at the same
She's
time,
just
but
like,
I love it.
"Meh." I love it. It's so cute.
It's
And it's a good
perfect.
consolation prize for your mom. Or you can bring your mom to Otafest. After all, we have tons of Otafest anime moms and tons of like big anime mom friends in the community. Tons of our
Mhm.
Otafest staff members and volunteers are mothers, have recently become mothers, and so it's a great time to get to celebrate all the moms in our community, including the anime loving ones. So, bring your mom to Otafest. And if you are a
Mhm.
mom, bring your kid to Otafest. That way you can come and have
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah.
Yep. And I believe the first 2,000 moms at Otafest get in for free.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're doing come on, come be a mom and come have fun, and it's open to everybody. Girl moms, boy moms, tall moms, short moms, old moms, young moms, adoptive moms, biological moms, uncle moms,
Your
aunt
cool
moms,
auntie.
grandpa and grandma moms, non-binary
Mhm.
moms. Moms.
Yep.
All moms.
All moms. Every single one.
Moms is welcome.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving my mother at home. I'm going to get her some flowers. I'm going to get her some incense. Maybe some food. Maybe.
Ooh, incense.
Might just leave her to starve over the weekend. Who knows?
I hope you're doing a makeup dinner on Monday or something after Otafest.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be doing a lot of us will be doing makeup dinners and various makeup activities for, sorry, Mom, I have to go to work this weekend.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
And like my very wise friends, Angelo and Dio said to do last year, and I didn't follow their advice, but I will follow their advice this year. I'm taking time off after Otafest to recover.
Yes, it makes
yeah.
big difference. I have learned...
I'm only taking one day off, but I need it.
I have learned that it's very easy, and we all remember to take time off before Otafest to get ready to go, but then we forget that it's like, are you sure you want to be up till 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. on the Sunday and then go to work the next day? Are you sure? I don't think you want to do that, or school, or anything else. And so I have learned to always take at least 1 to 2 days off after Otafest so that I can rest and recuperate, get all the post-con depression out, and cuddle.
Recover from any con plague you may have picked up.
That too. So make sure, be prepared this year. Make sure you bring a water bottle. There's going to be water stations throughout the event, just like usual. Make sure you fill up your water, stay hydrated. Pack yourself a granola bar or a snack or two, and make sure you're fed throughout the weekend. Make sure you
bring some hand sanitizer if you can use it.
Yep, bring some hand sanitizer, or be prepared to wash your hands. There's tons of bathrooms all throughout the convention center, so make sure you keep those hands clean. Do all the things you got to do. Take care of yourself so that you don't get the con crud as a remember me by for the event. I don't think that's
not my favorite thing to remember a convention by.
Yeah, not the souvenir you want to take home. Not the souvenir you want to take home.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Good advice. I love that we're giving this advice right now, right as we get into
right before we go
full
in,
swing,
so that people aren't going in unprepared. Make sure you're good to go. Bring yourself a little backpack. Keep some essentials on you. It's supposed to be really nice weather the whole weekend, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring some sunscreen. Bring some skin care. Nice. Skincare.
Yep.
Skincare. Take care of yourself.
Skincare, yeah. Love it.
We're not gonna have this. I hope we're not gonna have the smoke blocking out.
No,
the sun like we did
don't
last
even
time.
say
gosh.
it. Don't even say it. I can't knock on the wood
gosh.
because it'll come up on the podcast. But don't say that. No random acts.
No smoke.
No S word.
forest
No
fires
random
allowed
natural
at
disasters.
Otafest.
No S word stuff.
Mm-mm. As a very strange way for me to prepare for Otafest, though, I generally, if you're friends with me, you'll generally find out that one of the main indicators of if I'm really tired or hungry or both is if my hands get suddenly really, really warm. If my hands get suddenly very warm, that means I'm about to have like a sleep crash or I'm about to hit like a sugar crash. It's going to be one or the other. It could possibly be both. Angelo and Dio like firsthand have experienced this when we were in Japan because there was a day where I was just like, I need to excuse myself for like half an hour. I need to go lie down.
Yep.
And I think that was when we were kind of nearing like the end of the trip and I was just really run down from all the running around.
I think that was in like the last 3 days of the trip.
Yeah. Like all good times and I was fine afterwards, but like
sometimes
when
you need a break.
When I hit a hypoglycemic crash, it's like, I need to sit, I need to like just like or lie down. And I need to get some like quick blood sugar spiking back into my system. So, normally a really good non-verbal indicator that might be about to happen very soon is that my hands get really warm. Apparently cats do that too. Like kittens get really warm paws when they get really sleepy. And then they also get like really warm ears when they get really sleepy. So it's super
like
adorable when kittens do it. but it's not super adorable when it happens to Nancy. So, fun thing that I discovered. There's such a thing as thermal nail polish. And I thought, oh, maybe that would be a really good visual indicator for not just my friends, but for me to see when my hands get really warm. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should consider having a granola bar right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked up one, and I've been wearing it for the last week. And it is really fun because when I warm up, it turns this bright red. And when I'm cold, it's like almost black.
Oh,
I remember this. We went out
Yes.
for some nice Korean food the other day, and
Very good.
both you and I had the black kimchi stew, and it was a little bit spicy, very warm, very filling. And as you were eating it, your nails went from dark black to like a cherry red.
yeah, it was really
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, so you can actually have a visual indicator as a friend or as someone who's working with me over Otafest to see, do I need to worry about Nancy's well-being right now?
Yes, are
Usually the
Nancy's
answer is
head
no.
Red, get her to a bed.
That rhymes and everything.
It does. Nancy hand red, get Nancy to a bed.
Ugh, I love it. But yeah, I thought this was really fun, so I ordered another one. This other one is like kind of a really nice, like a baby pink when it's warm, and then when they get cold, it turns to blue, which are, as it so
Oh.
happens, Otafest's branding colors.
Yeah, so that's gonna be perfect for Otafest.
Oh, so are you gonna have some new fancy nails for Otafest?
I mean, I'll try. I will try very hard. This has been such a fun color, and like I have no excuse to take this off right now, but I really want
Yes,
to
you
try
do.
a different
You
color.
have the excuse called Otafest.
Yes, that's true. I'm preparing for Otafest logistically.
Exactly.
For
by
my own
changing
health.
your nail colors.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Love it.
That's so cool. I have to say, like, the beauty routine and the beauty regimen does become its own thing right before conventions. You have to get your nails
Yeah.
cleaned up. You got to get your brows did. You got to do the whole shebang. So why not make them extra cute and thermal reactive?
Yep. So it's gonna be fun. If I can, I will find some little nail stickers to put on my nails to make them extra
Ooh,
cute. But
that
yeah.
would be adorable.
Mm-hmm. If I don't, it's fine. Straight up solid colors are also okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my god. It still hasn't sunk into me that at time of recording, at this time next week, Otafest will be mostly over. It is so close.
Yeah.
It's
We're only-
kind of crazy.
We're only mildly worried. Only mildly.
Excuse me.
Screaming
Mildly.
internally.
I love that we're screaming internally about like things that aren't mission critical though.
Yes, indeed. We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
freaking out that, like, oh my god, the event's gonna be a bust and everything's gonna fall apart and everyone's gonna die and it's gonna be on fire and everything's terrible. It's like, oh no, I'm mostly just worried about silly stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cosplay, nails, things of that nature.
Yeah, that's the good stuff to be worried about. That's how you
How
know.
much
it's a
money
good
I
time.
plan on spending.
I'm going to just be running around the cosplay, the convention, being a haggard old man. I'm going to be tired and sleepy and just having fun.
Yay! Yippee! Yippee!
Are you gonna be the one who shuffles up to me and is like, Nancy, I got you a bottle of water.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. I could see Angela being that. He's just convention grandpa.
I don't know about
Mhm.
grandpa. I'm not that old yet.
You said you were gonna be a haggard old man, so
Yeah, but grandpa implies children.
listen, we just went
You
over
can be
how
an adoptive grandfather.
exactly,
Ah.
exactly. You can be like, "Hello, youngins, I brought you a water bottle. I brought you a granola bar."
Insert
Oh.
that meme in Pokemon where he's like, I'm 30 years old and he's a grandpa sprite.
Yes, that's Angelo.
That's exactly me.
That's exactly Angelo.
That is me entirely.
Yep, I love it.
Although, for reasons I won't get into, that reminds me. Dio and I, with a few other friends, we went to a wonderful little cafe the other day. On
Oh,
Friday
yeah, we
evening, we went to
did.
Mick Coffee.
Yeah.
got some
Oh, I've
wonderful
been meaning to
drinks
go there.
Well, do you want to go again?
But-
Because I want to go again.
One of the
Hell yeah.
most interesting things that they do, something that I haven't seen, especially not in a cafe, is that
Mhm.
you can get a phone case, or you can bring a phone case for your existing phone, and they've got like
Yeah.
a bunch of
They have a little Decoden section.
yeah, they've got a bunch of
Yeah.
like decorative charms that you can glue onto your phone case,
I
so you
love
can make
that.
it this big, chunky, colorful thing with like Sanrio characters like Pom Pom Pudding or My Melody or Cinema Roll.
Yeah.
I
I
love
made
cinnamon
a
roll.
I made a little Pom Pom Pudding chocolate bar themed phone case, and I stuck a photo of
Aw.
Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen in the back so that he is safe and happy in there. So if you see a Suguru Geto walking around Otafest with a chocolate a phone case that looks like a chocolate bar and it's covered in Pom Pom Pudding, that's me. Say hi, because it was really fun to make.
Okay, so question. Can I fit an Instax, like an Instax mini in there? Because
Oh, yeah.
my thought was I was gonna go to Otafest, bring my camera, and just take pictures of like a bunch of us goofing off or whatever
Yeah.
on our breaks. And then we can pick one that we like and we can put it in like a phone case or whatever. And it'd be like a fun
Yeah.
snapshot of Otafest 2024.
That would be fun. Well, because you can bring, so they have phone cases there, or you can bring your own
Mhm.
phone case, but they also have mirrors and they also have photo frames. So you can also bring your own of those types of things too. So you definitely could, if you have, depends on what size format your Instax is, if it won't fit in a phone case, you could get a little mirror for it and deco that. Or a little, not a mirror, frame for it and deco that too. It doesn't have to be a phone case. But I knew
be
I wanted to make a
adorable.
silly, cute little phone case, especially right before Otafest. I was like, this is perfect. This is going to be so wonderfully Otafest that I have to have a little Decoden phone case. So
That's so cute. I've been meaning to go, and every time we make plans, we somehow stupidly forget they close on certain days, and that's the day we chose to get together.
yep.
Ah,
Yep,
Go figure.
we have to plan for the days when they're open. We went on a Friday. It was super fun. The cafe staff are super friendly and they were super nice. And the food was really
Aw.
good. They
Yeah,
had
food and drinks were very tasty.
they have your traditional sort of like full Korean style like very aesthetic drink and food menu. And it was really good. Really great price, and the whole space is kind of multi-purpose because there's cafe, there's also the deco den, and then they also have like a little photo
Oh,
booth
they've got
in
like
the
the
back,
selfie
too.
studio, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit
So
of
cute.
everything.
That's so cute. That's like a perfect friend coffee date place.
Yeah, exactly. It was really fun. That's what we did. So it was really fun. I definitely, now that I've done it once, I want to do it again and again and again until my house is full of Decoden stuff.
You're just gonna have unlimited phone cases.
Well, I'll just
You're gonna
make
start
other
having to
things.
get more phones for all the phone
No.
cases you're gonna have. You're gonna have 7 phones, and you're gonna be sewing on pockets to each of your pants. You're gonna have cargo pants.
I am. I'm gonna have cargo pants to hold all my phones, all my Decoden
Yeah.
phones.
No, it's true. I bet you could do that with like your Ridge wallets and stuff like that too.
Oh, probably. You
Oh.
definitely could.
That would
There's
be
an idea.
awful.
No,
I'm
just
just-
get an idea.
I'm just thinking of that. Like the way that the Ridge wallets work, they're like a solid piece of aluminum, right? They've
Mhm.
Yeah.
got like the little elastic strips. Me, being a dude, the wallet goes in the back pocket. And so the way that some of those charms are, they're very high profile. Some of them are pointy. And I'm just imagining
Mhm.
a wallet in my back pocket, and I go to sit on it, and it's like sitting on Lego
Yes.
every single time I
Good,
sit down.
as you deserve.
That is a world of butthurt that I don't want to get in on.
You need it.
But
yes, we need to
if
make
you're
these.
smart about it, you only put the decos on one side, and that's the side that points outwards to the pocket, not
True.
your butt.
So when someone goes to try to punch you in the booty for some reason, their fist is the one getting torn up by the wallet.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's either that or you put it in like your shirt pocket, and then it's the, saved by that Bible that you keep in your breast pocket, except it's actually your wallet. And the
Ah.
decos are what save you.
Saved by the moe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Saved by the moe.
Yes.
Well, that's adorable. Now I have to go. Oh, maybe I'll go during that week I'm taking off.
Yeah, Exactly.
Yeah, you could.
You'll have the opportunity to go and make some post Otafest memories with all of your Instax photos.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes.
I might have to sit out though, because my wallet is hurting, my wallet is crying, and it is doing all of this right before Otafest. I can't believe I've done this to myself.
No.
So, long-time listeners to the podcast might remember that my audio setup at home is weird for some reason. It's not ideal. It's less than good. It keeps having problems. And
Consistent
at one
problems.
point, I've kind of decided that it might be the electricity in the house itself that's the problem. And my audio board is just having problems. No matter what microphone I hook up to it, no matter what I do, it's got this weird problem where the volume and potentially the gain just goes up and down and up and down. And one moment I'll sound nice, crisp, like I'm right in your ear, speaking dulcet tones. And the other moment, I'll sound quiet, like I'm trying to yell at the microphone from the other side of the house.
Correct.
I finally decided to bite the bullet. I am replacing my soundboard, and the one that I opted for, it is the UE Volt 276. It is a very interesting looking audio board. It is gorgeous. It's got brushed
I want to see
aluminum.
pics.
It's got white accents, and it's got wooden side panels. When people talk about like that Nordic that Nordic home style look, this is what that looks like. It looks like the Fractal North PC case. It looks comfy. Now, the brand new soundboard is $400, and ain't no one got that much money hanging around. No way. I refuse. I can't do that. So I did the next best thing. I went to eBay, and there was a dude out of Edmonton selling his soundboard for just $300.
Nice.
Yes. And it's
Good
powered by
deal.
USB, so everything will be fine. Everything will be good. It doesn't matter if the electricity in my house is possessed by demons. The soundboard will hopefully sound good.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully. It is
When are you
used.
getting it?
Maybe I'll get scammed.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
I hope the Edmontonians are kind and not about to rip you off.
Yeah. I
But
might
when
have
are you getting it?
for the next episode of the podcast.
Lucky.
Which, speaking of, I believe the episode that would normally happen next week is going to be a break for us.
Yep.
We're
So
going to be
don't
busy at
expect an episode.
Otafest.
Yes. And or recovering from Otafest.
Exactly.
Or both.
So next week, just go to Otafest instead.
Yes.
Which is to
And
say,
if you're
this
very
week,
lucky,
go to Otafest
find us.
instead. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And then the week after that, prepare for us to be talking to you again.
Direct to your ear holes.
On the
Potentially
Otafest
with a
podcast.
J.
Yes, with a J, recovered. Or not. He might just be slightly less recovered.
Also
from Otafest.
suffering, but from something else entirely.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But we'll find out on the next
Well.
episode. See you next time.
Bye-bye!